Hello everyone, happy April. My name is Layla if you are new here, and I'm feeling really inspired today for whatever reason. I guess it's because I stumbled across a few videos that really inspired me, and also with spring I just naturally get inspired, so I've kind of just been in this since March. But I also think this is a really good time to set goals. One, because we're going into a new quarter and going into a new month, but also because there's a lot going on right now, and now is the perfect opportunity to incorporate more into my life and just like take on new challenges and just make new things happen. I wanted to share with you guys the goals that I am setting for the quarter in each area of my life, and also my goals and kind of my plan of action for April. So let's start with my quarter 2 goals. Now, I made this little spread in my yearly notebook, and I am not a bullet journaler by any means, but this year I've like dabbled in it a little bit, but I'm definitely not all for it. I think it's too time consuming, so I just keep it very, very simple. Earlier in the year, I did have more categories. I broke this down into different areas of life, as you can see. This time, I kind of condensed it down to 8 areas of life. I think before I had like 10 or 11. And so now this kind of works a little bit better for me, and this is more relevant to my life. Like all of these things I actually incorporate into my life. So the 8 areas that I have are finances, business, so that's like my online business, personal development, health and fitness, career, my full-time job, spirituality, relationships, including with my boyfriend and my family, and contribution. Okay, so for finances, I have 4 major goals for the quarter. So of course, no spend. If you follow me on my personal finance channel, it's always linked down below. I am doing a no spend year. So far, so good. I really haven't spent anything in the first quarter, just like parking. I had paid for parking, and then everything else was kind of a necessity or in my budget. With everything going on right now, I do still have my job, but my plan is to save all of any extra money that I have, save all of that until June, and then I'm gonna pay off my credit card balance. So this credit card balance was actually a balance transfer, and there's a little less than $3,000 left on it, and by June I will be able to pay that off with, actually I could probably pay that off this month, but I'm keeping all of the money just in case, making sure everything's all good, and then I'm gonna pay that card off before interest starts accruing on it, because that's when the little promo ends for me. I want to transfer my Roth IRA to Vanguard. I've been meaning to do this for a long time. And I've actually tried to do this, but I cannot access my Vanguard account. I do have an account, but I don't have money in there. And so I actually need to call Vanguard. And so I've just been procrastinating on this and putting that to the side. So I want to transfer my Roth from RBC Bank to Vanguard. This is probably all gonna be discussed more on my finance channel if you're interested. And I'm also gonna start investing in index funds or investing just outside of my Roth IRA. My final finance goal is to create a detailed 3-year plan. So this kind of incorporates my finances and my online business. Yeah, I really want to do a 3-year plan because that's just something I have in my mind, and I really need to do that this month, really. So that is going to involve like paying off my debt, saving money, the courses I want to create, the products I want to create for my business, just plans I have going forward. Now, my business goals, the first one is to get my personal finance YouTube channel monetized. This was my goal for last quarter, but that didn't happen. That's okay, but we're gonna just keep on trying, and so that's what my goal is for these next 3 months, and hopefully I can do that. I want to reach 15,000 subscribers on this channel. That would be like, I think I need almost 2,000 to get there. I have noticed that there's been a lot of growth on my channel over the last few days. I think it's because of like the whole lockdown and everything, and I really want to just push out some more content so I can, you know, reach more of an audience and hopefully grow my audience, because I do enjoy making my YouTube videos, and it's something that I want to grow. And then finally, I want to basically complete a course and have this ready by July, a course to sell, and I want it to be less than $10, like a small course that I can offer. I don't know if it's gonna be like personal development related, maybe along with goals, maybe health. I don't really know yet, but that's what I'm thinking in my mind. If you have any ideas, then let me know. I do have some ideas, but I have too many ideas. Personal development goals. The first is finish 2 to 3 books. I actually think I could probably finish more books than that, and I have this stack of books that I'm thinking of. Maybe not, probably not all of these, but at least 3 or 4 of them. So I'm currently reading Open Your Mind to Perceive. I've had this book for years. My mom got it for me years ago. I actually was turned off to these books because they are really, really religious, but I'm realizing that I can, I'm not a religious person, but I'm realizing that I can still read this and kind of transform it into, you know, what I believe and still learn from it. So that's what I'm reading right now. And then I'll probably read the second one of it, or like her, whatever else she writes about, Open Your Mind to Prosperity. I'll probably read this one depending on how I like that one. And then the other options, The War of Art. I started reading this a long time ago and I never finished it, but I know it's a good book, I just never got through it, so that's an option. Man's Search for Meaning, another one that I started and didn't finish. And I don't know why I did that with these 2 books, but like usually I always finish books, but these 2 I didn't finish. This one I think would be really good to read during this time, and I know it's a good book just in general. And then the other option is Grit. My sister got me this, I think for my birthday last year, but I haven't read it yet. And yeah, I've been wanting to read that. So those are my book options. My other goal for personal development is to do the Grow You. I'm part of a coaching program with Natalie Bacon. Her program's called Grow You, and I want to get back into joining those calls, like all of them, and listening to them, putting that into my schedule, and also working through the workbooks each month. I'll only be in that for like 3 or 4 more months, so definitely want to take advantage of it because I am paying for it. I want to do daily journaling using the power of your subconscious mind. So this is going to sound kind of weird. Maybe not. I really like it. I think it's been fun. I'm kind of, this is strange, and hopefully you guys can respect my like thought process on this, but I'm kind of treating this like a little Bible, okay? Like I said, I am not religious, but I kind of wanted something to base my journaling off of in the morning. So this is kind of like, I'm doing like little quote unquote devotionals with this book, because a lot of it is about your subconscious mind, like law of attraction and just like thinking better thoughts, having a better mindset. And so what I've been doing is like at the end of each chapter, he has ideas worth remembering. And so each morning what I've been doing is I just started this just recently. And so every morning I'm going in order of the book. I've already read this book twice actually. And so I read each of these from chapter 1 for now. And then going in order, I focus on one of these and I write it down in my journal and I kind of reflect on it. Like, how can I apply this to my life? What does it mean to me? How can I implement this? And just thoughts that I need to think to make it a reality in my life, if that makes sense. And then once I finish these 10, I would go to the next chapter and basically start over, do those, like read through each of those every single morning, but only focus on one. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I want to do that. And then I just want to be more focused overall. So this means reducing time on social media, really not procrastinating, and just like getting my shit done when I say I'm gonna get it done. Health and fitness is gonna be a big area because I always get really inspired around this time of year to obviously start getting in really good shape because we're going into the summer. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm somebody who has never completed like a cut or losing weight or anything like that. It's something I really struggle with because I'm already a tiny person, but I love my body, but I'm not at the body that I would like really want to be at, and I've never been able to get there. And every year I do strive for that, because I mean, every year I do get somewhere, but I don't actually complete it. I'm not saying that I necessarily will, but I do want to do some sort of challenge, especially for April, since a lot of people are stuck at home. And the videos that I saw today that I was really inspired by were involving Andy Frisella's 75 Hard. So I don't know if any of you have heard of that. I'm not really going to go into great detail with it, but you can look up 75 Hard, H-A-R-D, and he has this free challenge for 75 days. I don't want to do as strict as what he does. I think it's a little bit too much, especially for 75 days straight. So for me, I really want to kind of do a modification of that for the month of April, and who knows, maybe going forward, but not, like, I still want a cheat meal here and there. I haven't had sugar for the whole month of March, and so I'm kind of continuing that. Still, I want to do, I don't know yet, like I'm probably going to make a separate video on this and make a more like official challenge on this that involves like more water, more protein, taking daily walks, doing abs more often, reducing sugar, and yeah, basically my overall goal is to like, I don't really go based off of weight, but I think it would be ideal for me to lose like 5 pounds. I don't even know how much I weigh right now, to be honest, probably like 115, but I'd like to lose like maybe 5 to 10 pounds over the next quarter. So that's what I used to weigh before, if you have been watching me for a few years. For my career, my full-time job, I would like to start writing my paper that would eventually be published. I want to complete a course. This is probably going to be like on whole genome sequencing. And then I want to create more structure and more planning into my weeks and into my days. So I actually get things done strategically there. I'm really good in the lab, but when I'm in the office, it doesn't work out well for me. Spirituality is really just daily meditation and journaling. That's part of personal development too. Relationships, I want to call my mom and dad every weekend, and then call Sebastian, like have a phone call with Sebastian every day since I don't see him all the time. And contribution, I want to donate over the quarter $150 or more. And then if I can go back to volunteering, then I would like to volunteer again, because as of right now, that's kind of limited with everything going on. And so I do have separate April goals. I'm going to just kind of run through these real quick because they're pretty similar. No spending money on anything extra, spend less than $250 on groceries, create my 3-year plan. I wanted to do that in April specifically, and then save all my extra income. For my business, I want to create more content. That's what I wrote, more, and like push it out there, promote my stuff, things like that. Complete my discipline email opt-in, which I already filmed it, but I need to edit it and get everything up with that, and create my email sales funnel with that, because I do have a self-discipline course that I am selling that's been for sale. And so I want to finish that for April because I'm behind on that. I want to update my banners, like YouTube banner, Facebook banner, and my blog, possibly with my new logo. Personal development, finish 2 books. I probably can do that this month. Like I said, lose 5 pounds, complete the challenge, whatever I choose to partake on. Whatever I choose, I don't even know if that was right. Whatever I choose to do. Career, start writing my paper and start taking the course that I was talking about. Spirituality, daily meditation. Relationships, same idea, call my mom and dad every weekend, and then call Sebastian daily. And then this month I would like to donate at least $50, but I may do more. Now, I also have these calendars. So one of these is for spending. I track my no spend days. Every time I do not spend money, I put a little sticker on that and I hang that up on my wall in my kitchen. And then I created my content calendar. So I was filling this out. You guys saw me filling this out. If you have any recommendations for me for my personal finance channel, for this channel, or for my blog that you would like me to write about, then please comment that down below. Just give me any ideas if you can think of them. But basically, the way I organize this each month is the green, the Friday uploads are for my finance channel. The purples are my, this channel, Living Like Layla, and then the pinks are for my blog. The little orange ones are Instagram posts, and I pretty much stick to this for the most part. I do put the titles of the things, like my plan for those days, in pencil, so in case I do need to change them. And as you guys saw, I don't have every single thing planned out because sometimes I like to change things up. And then same idea with this. I actually haven't filled this out in a couple of months, and I'm gonna put this in my kitchen just so I have something to look at like as a reminder every single day. But yeah, that's kind of just the gist of it. Last month, you guys may have seen my video on like how I organize my goals, and I explained to you the goals that I had for March. And a lot of those I didn't follow through on because March was a little bit weird for me. I got really distracted with like everything going on. I also had the tooth extraction, and I had a few days of downtime, and I also had like 3 appointments that were really far away, and I had like my taxes appointment that was really far away. I mean, it could be just excuses and stuff like that, but to be honest, I was really distracted by all of this, and just things didn't go as according to plan. And that happens pretty often. But the thing about goal setting is that it doesn't matter. Like, it's more so for me, it's more so about like the process and the journey and just making myself a better person and striving to reach my goals. That makes me proud. So even if I don't accomplish something, it doesn't typically bum me out because, I mean, of course, sometimes I'll get upset about not achieving something or not doing something within the time that I anticipated, but either way, I'm just gonna try again or just continue to do it because why wouldn't I? Like, just giving up would not be the answers. That's the whole point of like personal development, and it's really just a journey. So I did want to make this video, and I think it's important to do this now with April being a whole nother month of lockdown or, you know, quarantine for a lot of people. And you really can make this anything that you want to. You know, maybe you want to focus on your finances as well, or your personal development, or your health and fitness. I think this is really a good time to do it when you have all this time to yourself. But let me know if you guys are interested in any sort of like health challenge thing. If anyone's interested, I'll probably get a video up this weekend with like the details of it and what I plan on doing, and I kind of want to track that process, things like that. Comment down below what your goals are, either for April or for the quarter. I don't care. Tell me what you've been up to. Tell me what you accomplished in March or the first quarter of 2020. I know things have been crazy, but it's still important to plan because looking at the next couple of months, things could go any which way. So that is all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you in my next video.